The wait is finally over this Saturday. Israel Adesanya, Alex Pereira. Who's taking it? I asked fighters in the latest edition of MMA Pros Pick.
I gotta think Pereira is gonna win. It's I have a hard time seeing wrestling come into play at all. And I mean it's possible, but maybe I think it's unlikely. And given that Pereira's already beat him twice in a striking contest, I think that would happen again.
I'm going for Izzy. I mean, I broke down those last two fights that he had with Alex Pereira, and the first fight, I don't see how Alex won it. I thought Izzy won the fight. It was some Chinese promotion. Second fight, Izzy was winning it until he just wasn't. So he got knocked out. He was winning the fight, and I still feel like the MMA is fairly new to Pereira, even though this is going to be a stand-up fight. Izzy wanted to. He could use the wrestling to kind of mix it up a little bit. But I feel like he's got it. I think, Alex Pereira is a very powerful. He's got a check hook. He's got a great left hook he finishes everybody with. And I feel like Izzy Adesanya's feints can draw that out of Alex, and he can counter off of that, just like he did in his stand-up fights. He just got to watch out for that left hook.
Man, I kind of favor Izzy to win because I think he might shoot a takedown.
Okay.
And I don't think Pereira has that option because we've already the takedown defense of Izzy is well tested and well respected.
Yeah.
And so it's gonna be hard for him to get Izzy down, but I think Izzy could probably take him down, considering that I think he's also gonna be good off of his back. That Pereira, he's Brazilian. It's like even if he doesn't train a lot of jiu-jitsu, he's from a country that breathes jiu-jitsu, so he's going to be good even if Izzy does take him down. I'm not saying Izzy just going to take him down and instantly sub him out, but I think Izzy could win taking him down, round after round.
That's an interesting fight. I know Izzy had lost to him before in the past and everything, and there's that. I do feel like Izzy mixes it up well, or is able to stop things more. I'm honestly interested to see if this is going to be just a straight kickboxing fight, or if it's going to be, either one of them is going to mix it up a little more. I honestly feel like Izzy is the more well-rounded as far as the MMA goes. So I don't know. It's just an interesting fight. If I had to pick, I'll go Pereira. Or however you say it.
Don't really know much about Alex Pereira. He's just came into the scene and just kind of blasted two or three people, and now he's at the top. I'm going for Izzy because they're kind of just like writing him off. He did get beat a couple years back, but that's not the same Adesanya that's going to fight. And granted, that's not the same Alex either. So they both have made strides, but you can clearly see the strides that Adesanya has made. And, he's not the champ for no reason. He deserves it, and he deserves all the respect. So, I'm going for Adesanya on that one.
I like Adesanya, man. I think I went back and watched her kickboxing fights, like Adesanya said everybody should do, and he wasn't wrong. I think he won that first one, and the second one he hurt Pereira more than Pereira hurt him. Pereira just put him out. So I don't think there's that big of a discrepancy in their kickboxing, and I think Adesanya is a better MMA fighter. You kind of see they both have very different kickboxing styles, and Adesanya's I think has translated better to MMA than Pereira's.
Izzy. Yeah, I think it's gonna go to decision. I think Izzy wins the decision.
Oh, I see Alex Pereira getting it done. I'm gonna say Alex Pereira. I don't have a reason why. I just think he's gonna get it done.
I think Alex with the upset.
That's hard to say because I really feel like Izzy, with the experience that he has, is probably a level above now than he's just a cut above the rest, and especially in comparison to where he was when he lost those fights, I would imagine. You know what I mean? Just because he's so I got Izzy.
I say Izzy. Izzy's gonna take that.
I got Patan. Yeah, I got Patan.
I'm going to go for Pereira on that one. I want to see some new blood in there and see some different matchups.
I always go with Stylebender. I think Stylebender's the man for a reason. I think it's really interesting, because this guy beat him twice in kickboxing. But again, this isn't kickboxing. This is a mixed martial arts fight. Not saying that I think that Stylebender's going to go in there and take him down, but I think that Izzy's got the big fight experience. He's got the UFC experience. And he's hungry. He's in there with a guy who's beat him twice. I think that's going to bring a different animal out in Stylebender, and I'm going with him.
I like Pereira. I think he won twice. Did he? Yeah, I knocked him out once. Cold. I mean, not cold, but damn near. I think that leaves a mark on you, and especially Adesanya he's a striker. Doesn't grapple, doesn't wrestle. I think he'd have to do some of that stuff. Mix some of it in, but I don't think he could just. I mean, he's 0-2 in kickboxing fights against this guy, so he cannot have a kickboxing match against him with little gloves. That's just my opinion. It wouldn't be in his best chances, or per se. But if he could make some takedowns in and wrestle, try to make it a little more dirty, but that's not really his style. So he might have to change his style for this one. But if he doesn't, Pereira by knockout, left hook.
Man, that's gonna be a tough one. That's the one that I'm really, really excited for. I mean, it's really hard to root against Izzy just so he's done in the sport so far. And I know they had some back and forth fights in kickboxing, but I feel like Izzy has spent more time fighting in the octagon, fighting in the circular format, being used like wrestling and like this. The overall game of mixed martial arts or whatever. I feel like he's developed that a lot more than Alex has, and I think that's what they're making the fight. So I'm happy to go with Izzy on that one.
I can see Israel coming out on top. I think he might be a more well-rounded MMA fighter by now, and but man, that left hook's a killer. He's put so many people down with that left hook. I wouldn't want to get hit by it.
I think Adesanya. I think Pereira has the tools to win, like to knock him out. But I feel Adesanya, he's more. I think his style play better in MMA because he knows how to score, to punch, and to walk away from the counters, and I feel, I don't know, Pereira, I hope he wins, I am cheer for him, but I feel Adesanya has more time in the cage, in MMA overall, and the style, I think, for MMA is better for Adesanya. I don't know how to explain that, but I feel like, you can understand what I feel, so I feel like Adesanya is gonna maintain the title, but I hope Pereira knock him out.
Adesanya versus Pereira. That's a tough one. It's gonna be a stylistic matchup. Obviously, they're gonna bang it out on the feet. It's gonna be a kickboxing fight. I'm sure we'll see some grappling. You know what I mean? Maybe. I know Pereira. He be in there training with the legend himself, Glover Teixeira, and everything like that. Israel Adesanya, he comes from a high level camp, Adesanya versus Pereira, they're gonna settle on the feet. I think the winner's gonna win by knockout. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who's gonna win that one, but I'll say, I guess if I give a prediction, the winner's gonna be settled by a knockout.